Every great dream begins with a small spark, and often that spark ignites in the darkest of places. Some of us are born into comfort, but many more are born into struggle. Yet, every once in a while, a soul emerges who simply refuses to let their circumstances define their destiny. This is the story of one such boy, a boy who proved that dreams are, without a doubt, stronger than poverty. In a small village, surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, lived a boy named Rafiq. His clothes were torn, his shoes worn out, and his pockets were always empty. But his heart was overflowing with dreams. Dreams so big that even the crushing weight of poverty couldn't silence them. Rafiq's family was incredibly poor. His father was a rickshaw puller, earning just enough to put rice and lentils on the table. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors, trying to make ends meet. Every single morning, before heading to school, Rafiq would help his father clean the rickshaw. He'd sometimes skip breakfast, but he never, ever skipped school. One day, his teacher asked the class, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" When it was Rafiq's turn, he stood up with a shy confidence and said, "Sir, I want to be an engineer. I want to build something that helps people like my father." The classroom erupted in laughter. Whispers echoed, "He can't even afford books. How will he become an engineer?" Rafiq sat down quietly, but that laughter burned like a fire in his heart. In that moment, he made a promise to himself. One day, he would prove them all wrong. As the years went by, Rafiq worked harder than anyone you could imagine. Mornings were for studying. Evenings were for selling vegetables at the market. He saved every single coin he earned, refusing to give up on his goal. When there was no light at home to study by, he'd find a street lamp and sit under its glow, his books spread open. Passersby would often stare, but Rafiq didn't care. His dream was louder than their stares. One rainy evening, his father came home, exhausted and soaked to the bone. He said, "Son, you don't have to struggle like this. Maybe it's time you start working full-time to help the family." Rafiq looked at his father, his own eyes welling up with tears, and replied, "Baba, if I give up now, we'll always live like this. But if I keep studying, maybe, just maybe, one day our lives will change." His father didn't say another word, but that night, he went to sleep with a smile on his face, believing for the very first time that his son's dream might actually come true. Years pass. Rafiq graduated from school at the top of his class. He applied for countless scholarships and faced rejection after rejection. But then, one letter arrived. He had been accepted to study engineering at a university in the city. Tears streamed down his mother's face as she hugged him, saying, "Go, my son. Don't worry about us. Go make your dream real." Rafiq arrived in the city with nothing but an old backpack, 2 sets of clothes, and a heart full of unwavering faith. Life was far from easy. He worked part-time at a restaurant to pay his bills and studied late into the night. There were days he went hungry, but his hunger for success was always greater. After years of relentless struggle, Rafiq graduated with honors. He had done Italiano. He was an engineer. The very first thing he did with his first salary was buy his father a brand new rickshaw. But this time it wasn't for work. Rafiq said with a proud smile, "Baba, now you can rest. You've peddled enough for all of us." The entire village gathered, not to laugh, but to celebrate. The same boy who once studied under streetlights now stood tall, shining brighter than any light in the sky. Rafiq's story is a powerful reminder that poverty can take your money, your comfort, and even your strength, but it can never, ever take away your dream, unless you let it. Your dreams are stronger than your circumstances. They are stronger than fear, and most importantly, they are stronger than poverty. So, no matter where you come from or how little you have, remember this: the size of your dream will always be greater than the size of your struggle. A determined heart, just like Rafiq's, can turn even the poorest life into the greatest story of victory. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.